These are 5 updates that Greenville will never ever have. If you do enjoy or if you agree with me, then make sure to drop a like and subscribe, but let's get straight into it. Okay, so the first one is actually a bit insane. All of these are kind of insane because they're updates that will never get added, which means they are the craziest suggestions you've probably ever seen. But it's actually flyable planes. So I'm going to fall off the end of the map here. Let's turn around. But I don't know if you guys know, but obviously as you look around the map in Roblox Greenville, you'll see a plane flying in the sky every now and then. If you're driving over the main highway, you'll have seen this plane. If you play Greenville, you've definitely seen the plane a lot already. So there is a plane in this game, and I always see a lot of people saying, can you fly it, or do you think you'll ever be able to fly it? And well, my honest opinion is no, you definitely won't be able to ever. It seems a bit insane that they will ever let you fly a plane in Roblox Greenville. Of course, Roblox Greenville is a roleplay game / driving game, not a flight simulator. It's not Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm sorry to disappoint you aviation fans. However, something that is interesting that I have spoken about before on this channel is helicopters. Helicopters would be something reasonable. The map is definitely big enough to warrant them, and they could be very, very useful. And I have spoke about that in a previous video, so go check that out if you want to see my thoughts on it. But helicopters, possibly. Planes, almost certainly not. You will never, ever, ever be able to fly them. And the next one, of course, is really, really simple. I'm going to say it so quickly. It's boats. The reason boats are not going to be added to Greenville is because Greenville is based off of a real life place, as I'm sure most of you know. And what that means, well, it means that if there's no lake or river or ocean in real life Greenville, which there isn't, then they're not going to add it to Roblox Greenville. It won't make sense. Of course, if the real life place was next to the ocean or had a huge lake that did have boats on in real life, then they would probably consider adding boats. But where Greenville is placed in real life means that there kind of is no room for boats. It's not next to the ocean really, and it's not got any huge lakes within the surrounding area that it's based off in Roblox. So unfortunately, that means there will probably never ever be any boats in Roblox Greenville. Of course, I say that will never be added. Of course, it's likely they'll never be added, but there's always a small possibility that something insane might happen. So it could do, but it probably won't. And the next one is a vehicle autopilot. So I've spoken about this in some of my other videos before. I've done an entire video on it, and I even showcased what it would look like with full autopilot on vehicles in Greenville. And well, this won't be added for the simple reason of you play Roblox and you play Greenville and you drive cars in Greenville to experience driving a car and immersing yourself in driving them vehicles on Roblox Greenville. But if there was autopilot, then it would not make sense. There would be no point in playing it because you would just let go of your keyboard and your car would just drive forward, and you'd just be sat there staring at your monitor, which would get pretty boring. The reason car autopilot is useful in real life is because you can multitask. You can drive to work whilst going on TikTok or whilst doing whatever you want to do, but in real life. But obviously in Greenville, you play Greenville to actually experience driving cool cars, right? And role-playing driving vehicles. So it definitely wouldn't make sense to do it in Roblox Greenville, and that's why I think autopilot will never ever be added to vehicles. Let me just refuel all my cars real quick because they're all empty. And the next thing that I'm going to talk about is for the reason that I got this car out. That is car interiors on all vehicles. So on convertible cars, as you can see, you can take the roof off and they have an insane amount of detail, as you can see here. And I see people saying, please add car interior to my favorite car. It's this car or whatever car their favorite car is, but it's not a convertible. And well, that probably will never get added because they're trying to do everything they can to reduce lag. But there's no point in adding it to cars with no roof because, well, people won't really see it anyway, and it just looks cool with a convertible car. And if it was a convertible car and you couldn't take the roof off, then there'd be no point in a convertible car. And if you could take the roof off and there was no interior, then it would look really ugly and no one would take the roof off anyway, so it would be a useful convertible car. Hope that made sense. But yes, car interiors on all cars will never be added. And the final thing is a more detailed map. So for example, places like this where it's just empty, really, really boring and bland. It's not too bad down there, but as we go up here, especially nearer to the dealership spawn area, just over here for example, as you can see, it is pretty bland. All that we have is a few trees scattered around the map. It's kind of empty. There's no grass, there's no scenery. It's just a couple of trees dotted all around the place. And the reason that will never get more detailed to be to the point where it's like ARLC or Jupiter, Florida, is because it will be way too laggy. The map is so big that it would be so difficult and it would lag so much if they added full-on scenery to every place on the map. out like this. It would be absolutely insane. So they would never add full map scenery, which is a shame, but let me know if you agree with any of these, and let me know what else you think will never get added to Roblox Greenville, and let me know what feature you want to be added to Roblox Greenville the most in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching this video. Drop a like, subscribe if you did enjoy, and hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.